Hey, what's going on? Yeah, I just want to ask y'all a question a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I wish I had some. I wish I had like beautiful things to say. You know what I'm saying? Like out in the world and things. You see, but I don't want to be phony or nothing because I know that there's people just like me. You see, I can't go too far. That's why y'all see me in my kitchen and shit. It's certain days that I can go. You know what I'm saying? I gotta stay in contact with this motherfucking shit that's outside. You see, you know what I'm saying? You know, the weather and how it's, you know, just I don't know, man. You know, I just gotta be careful, man. You see, I just want to know sometimes, man, if anybody knows somebody that had head injuries when they was a kid, you see, and you ain't had no follow up. You had to heal or go through this shit all by yourself. You see, it wasn't like the womb healed, but it was the internal. You know what I'm saying? You know, can you imagine? Can you imagine before you had that injury? Can you imagine you used to see something and you knew exactly what you wanted to do in life. You didn't have no left, no right. You just knew exactly what your purpose was in life when you were young. And then all of a sudden you had this accident. You see, you had this accident, and then when your mother took you to the hospital, they didn't use no anesthesia. You see, they just told the doctor told me, I think my mother took me to a clinic. You see, you know, we wasn't, you know, we was kind of, you know, on the poverty level a little bit. You see what I'm saying? But we couldn't tell. You see, but yeah, you know, you go to the clinic and then all of a sudden they tell your mama to strap you down or to hold your shoulders and hold your head because he keep moving and things, you see? And they take this little hook thing and start sewing up your head. Like, I mean, you know, doing something. No, they clamped it first. He clamped the motherfucker and it sound like, you know, that's what it sounded like in my head when he was doing that. You know, three of them. Three staples he put in my head. You see, or something, whatever it was, you see? And then he took this little hook thing and just started sewing up the skin, you know, and I was feeling shit. You see, you know, I was feeling everything. You know what I'm saying? The little stuff that he supposed to be sticking me with, you know, it didn't stop the pain. You see, he just put a little popsicle stick in my mouth. You see? And I had to go through that, you see. And then, you see, as time went on and things, you see, I'm starting to have these little episodes. Like, you see, I didn't want to tell my mother because she probably would have took me back to that doctor. You see, took me somewhere. They probably would have done something else to me. You know, I hid so many things in my life, you see, because I knew there was something in me before all that. I knew what I can do to myself. I knew that I can go inside and heal this wound from the inside. And that's the only thing I was thinking about besides the other domestic shit. You see what I'm saying? That's the only thing, you know, I couldn't study in school. I didn't want to study. You see, I want to like when that episode start to come, I'm trying to catch it. I'm trying to catch it before, you know, what's making it, what did I do to make it come up? You see, why am I flinching? Why am I'm in school and things, sitting down and I'm flinching? You see what I'm saying? And so I'm thinking about how to read properly. I'm thinking about the numbers and shit, how to count and things. You know, when my elder sister taught me how to count and shit. You see, I'm trying to figure this shit out. You know, I remember these things. You see, I remember it, but for some reason it's fading away. Things is fading away. The things that I was born with is fading away. You see what I'm saying? You see, and that's when I started to take martial arts and things. You see, and boxing and you know, and being a admirer of Bruce Lee and shit. So I'm thinking of Ultraman and all the karate movies that came out in the 70s and shit. I'm trying to be somebody. I'm trying to be something, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I can catch up to to the thoughts that I had in my head when I was younger about who I was supposed to be in life. You see what I'm saying? I had to pick it up. I had to remember it. I had to, something inside of me was trying to come out, you see, and I didn't reach that understanding until I got by myself. And that was in the year 2000. When I lost my job at Frito-Lay, 6/28, year 2000, 4 years later on 6/28, my father passed away. You see, I departed from my children when they was all 4 years old. You think that was planned? You think that was an intent? You think it was intentional? Like, fuck these kids. I don't want to be around these kids. No. It was some shit that was fucking with me. You see, it was some shit that was fucking with me. I'm trying to talk it out, but I couldn't talk it out. You see, but I just knew how my mother and father used to handle situations, and that wasn't healthy. That was just pushing my relationship further and further away. You see, like I was doing when I was hearing the two. That I came from, I was pushing myself away because I needed me. I needed that me. You see what I'm saying? That I remember. I remember these things, but I don't remember like how to use them. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't even think it's a something. You know how when you get on a bike, you just know how to ride it? You see? Like nobody didn't teach me how to ride a bike. I just saw people do it. And I just got on it and fell, kind of stumbled around a little bit. And then I just caught my balance and shit. And next week I'm doing wheelies and shit. No bullshitting. You see, I'm just trying to figure this out, man. I'm just trying to understand certain things, Do people actually know where you been in your world? Do they know? Can they talk about certain things? Do they have the notion or the power to talk to you? This is why I come and I say, I give the Bible 10%. Give it 10%. You see, I know. You see, I know. Just imagine if Jesus said that ye are gods, right? And the Bible tell you to give God 10%. Can you imagine yourself giving you 10% of something that's on the outside of you? You see, they're saying that it's God, but God is dwells in your inside of you. You see, in your internal. You see, he dwells inside of you. You see, but for some reason you having a conflict because you're learning him also from the outside. You see, but the inside, you see, that's where the devil do it. It's like somebody twisted everything around. You see, the devil is on the inside now, and God is inside of a book, binded by two pillars. He's in between two pillars. You see, he's in between two pillars. You see, you got to know how to read. You see, in order for you to know God. You see. It's not about thinking. It's not, don't lean into your own understanding. Don't think. Just read here and obey. You see, obey. You see, obey what this text is saying. You see, it'll help you in this world up under somebody else, up under this government. You see, this Roman Empire. You see, I'm not telling people to take it. I'm just telling people to remember where they come from. Remember where they come from, because it's going to be a hell of a journey that's about to pop through and pop up in front of a lot of people. It's going to come through like a thief. You see, like a proper thief. You see, not the thief that you see that's trying to rob something from you. Well, yeah. He's going to rob you from something that's not a part of it. He wants to see you, your body. He wants to know, what do you know? Where did you get the words that you're talking, the scripts that you done remembered from the Bible? Where did you get your experience from? You see, where did you get your experience from to have all this knowledge and understanding? Where did it come from? Because I can take you somewhere. I can take you down the street and show you somebody or many bodies that have the same, know the same thing that you're reading in a book, but they can talk to you about their experiences that brought what you're reading from your book up. You see, so when someone comes around them, they know how to be humble towards them. You see, they can understand their plight. They know who they won't walk over them and shit and laugh at them and giggle and call them all type of horrible names because they don't understand or they're not conformed like everyone else is conformed. You see, I'm just trying to understand something. You see, because those who read and ain't been through what they're reading, you see, they got a tendency of using this hate psychology on people. You see, they love to you when they don't have nothing else to hit you with. They always got to use that psychotic thing or the bugged out words or all these things that they used against whom they call Christ or whom they call Yahushua, you see, or Yahusha or Jesus. You see, I'm just trying to understand this body. It's a big body. It's a big body. You see, I'm trying to understand these things, man. You see, and sometimes people be hearing me because of how I look or how I deliver my words and things. And they be saying something. I'm talking about people who be helping you get the fuck up. And you know, I mean, I'm talking about some beautiful people, man, that touch your soul. And you be listening to them and shit, or some squirrels come back and say, nigga, you know, man, stop visiting these people's pages, man. They don't, man, look. They talking about you, nigga. You see, they talking horrible about you, man. I said, well, they supposed to. That's what I tell everybody. I said, listen, they supposed to. If they talking like that about me, you see, they supposed to. They don't know who I'm talking to. I'm in prison like a motherfucker right now. You see, I got to watch myself. I'm not free like them. You see, if I can become free like them, everything, what they thinking they saying, it'll be a whole different interaction. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a whole different type of communication. You see, I'm just talking from the pain. You see, I'm talking from this pain. You see, and I have to open my mouth and talk. You see, because the shit that's out here, it always causes pain to the next generation. You see, so I'm just here as a reminder. You see, as a reminder, but I'm not here to hurt nobody. The only thing you got to do is talk to me, and I can tell you exactly these diversions. I can tell you exactly these delusions, you see, that you thinking you going through. You see, I'm not like everybody else. I'm not out here telling you what is and what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it and all this other type of shit. I've been doing this shit since 1967, goddammit. A matter of fact, 1966 when I was conceived. You see, I ain't changed a bit. You see, You see, you know, shit. You know, I'm just trying to be whole. You see, I'm just trying to be whole outside of my mother's womb. You see, and catch these invisible currents and shit. You see what I'm saying? Shit, they keep on running away from me and shit. You see, you know, it be talking to me every day. These currents be talking to me every day. They tell me where to go, how to do it. You see what I'm saying? But your environment and shit deciphers what it's telling you how to do. You see, your environment does, You see, your environment does and shit. And you don't have nobody to share this with, because they can say, no, you don't have to do that shit in the hood, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You can go listen here. Go on this motherfucking computer right here. And look, dum. Boom. Here. Ain't that what you was talking about? You don't have to go out here and do this crazy ass shit out here, nigga. Just do it like that. Shit. You think these motherfuckers, you better give them some money. See, this is what I be saying. This is what I be saying. You see? These are people that would just talk to you like that. You see, these are the people that's walking, doing the will of whom they call Christ according to the book. You see, just imagine, you know, people can't do these walks because they haven't been through nothing. Jesus grew up in the hood. Ain't no telling what he been through, who he was hanging around growing up. You see, his little ass are all over the place and shit. You see, they couldn't even record, they couldn't even write it in the Bible. He was probably doing some crazy shit out here in the world. You see, people don't like to hear that. You see, they don't like to hear it. You see, they don't like to hear it. You see, they don't like to hear it. Just like when they say he was on the tree. You see, and he passed away on this tree. You see, who cleaned off his feces and in the piss and all these other type things when his organs released? Who did all that? You see, his vomit and shit. Who cleaned him up? Mary and who else was there? There was some other chicks with him. I'm just talking to you. I'm just trying to figure. Listen. I'm flesh and blood. I gotta talk flesh and blood. Because if I don't talk flesh and blood, I'm not gonna see my grandmother. I'm not gonna see my grandfather. I'm not gonna see their parents. I'm not gonna see their parents. You see, if I do that, I'm gonna ignore them and go somewhere else. You see, and go somewhere else and put somebody else's thing on me because I don't know me. For real. So somebody gotta write a story about me because something is coming down. They couldn't tell me what was gonna happen. They had to write these curses in the book. You see, they had to write them in the book. You see, and all these 2,000 some odd years, nobody said, "Halt, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is the plot to put us in slavery." You mean to tell me nobody didn't read Deuteronomy back then? Or when did Deuteronomy, when did they put it in the text? When did they put it in the text? I'm just trying to figure this. I'm just trying to figure this body out. You see, I'm just trying to figure this body out. I'm just trying to put some human stuff with it. You see, some human, not no rich, educated shit. I'm not putting that with it. You see, I'm talking about the real shit. You see, the shit that they're carrying, the love, the electromagnetism and shit. You see, I'm talking about that type stuff. You see, or that type shit. You see, I'm talking about that. You see, I'm not talking about all this educated, so-called this academia world theology and all this other type of shit. You see, I'm not talking to these people. You see, I'm just trying to figure out, have anybody ever had a horrible accident? You see, and then you have people around you and your family that don't remember nothing about you that was good. And they just tell you that you're lying and shit, and you got the wounds, you got the marks on your body to prove shit. You see, they just hate you. You see, they hate you because you ain't doing what the world is doing. You see, they just can't stand it. You see, I tell them I'm a human being. I'm flesh and blood. You're talking way over there. You see, and I'm right here. Can I feel a human being? Can I just touch you a little bit? Can I give you a hug? You see, I ain't never had my back rubbed by no human being on this planet. Nobody. I ain't never had a massage. You see, I used to look in the mirror every goddamn day, trying to figure out the type of ugly that I have. But my heart say, nigga, smile on these fools. Your teeth is beautiful, nigga. Your gap closed, nigga. But well, you start losing your teeth and shit because you know. She had my two side teeth and shit. I start, my smile is gone. I can get them fixed though. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I got insurance, But I'm just talking to you, man. I'm just talking to you. I'm just trying to figure out what these bodies are. You see, I'm just trying to figure out what these bodies. I don't touch nothing out here. I'm staying close to the blood and water. You see, I mean, it's a hell of a book. You see, it's a hell of a book. I can't be like those that came that put us in captivity. I can't be like them and do their will. I mean, do the same thing that they done to us and just do it back. You see, and then put it on God or put it on the supreme being or the Most High. You see, because what he ordered. I don't know, but everything it talks about, they sure in the hell said, well, let's do this to these fools. It's written in the Bible that we can do this. You see, yeah. I don't even want to think about if it's true or if it's phony. I shouldn't have to do that. I should have other things on my mind. You see, than worrying about if something is true or something is phony. You see, I would rather for you to tell me about the brother who was on that CVO Harley when he was doing that Willie, half a mile down the block. Don't tell me about it. Show me the video, nigga. Shit. I'll feel better if you show me the video, but you're talking about it, that's cool. I can't get hyped like you because you saw it, I didn't. I can just say, oh, that's cool. That's cool. I hope he was all right. He ain't crashed, did he? That type shit, you see, but you saw it. I didn't see it. You see, I'm just telling you the good news. Yeah, but you saw it. You saw it. I didn't. You see, I didn't. I didn't. But it's something on my mind right now, real heavy and thick. You see, I got to walk somewhere. You see. But I'll talk to you later, bro. This shit like that, man. Anyway, man, I love y'all. Yeah.